What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Texans franchise. We got episode 32 today, and we also get a chance to take a look at the preseason, see the young guys, see the depth that we have, and also we're going to go over the Madden story generator role for this season. I mentioned it last video, and I'm going to stick to it. We're going to make sure that we go all in on this story generator, okay? I want to make this as unique of a experience that you will have in this franchise situation on YouTube here. So what I'm doing is, if you watched my last series with the Vikings, you know that I did parts of it. I did like the dedicated offseason. I did the lazy offseason, breakout players, first round busts, those kind of things, late round surprises. This year, I'm going to make sure that we do everything. And what I mean by that is not just the few that I did last series for the Vikings. I'm going to follow almost the entire list. And let me just show you this list if you've not seen it already and explain to you how it works. This here is the Madden story generator that I'm always referring to, and what I'll be using to bring some life to this franchise and make it unique. And what this does is give you different scenarios like early round bust, late round star, dedicated offseason, lazy offseason, players demanding trades, holdouts, surprise retirements, breakout year, and then also it has impressive week of practice, plays slow in pads, and you can get down here and you can do these weekly or maybe every couple weeks. I'll probably just do it like once every quarter or something, young quarterback grasping playbook, and then it's a dice roll. So if you roll a 10 or higher, you can increase their stuff by 15 and a development by 1. But as you can see here, this one wouldn't have counted since it's below 10. And then you just follow along and just plug it in, and it just gives that life to your franchise. I'm not going to be doing the player arrested one because I don't know. I just don't like it. I think it's weird. But I will be doing all of these here. And this one, I'm doing the players demand trades. I'll do the holdouts. I'm also going to do it with a grain of salt. Like, if it's just really stupid and makes no sense, like, for instance, why in the world would a third string right tackle ever hold out on any team? That just doesn't happen. So I'll either skip that one until I find a good one, or I'll just skip it altogether if there's not a good role on here. Surprise retirements, same thing. If it's like a really young player that just started or something weird like that, I'm not going to follow that just because sometimes it's a little over the top. But I will be following the breakout year, impressive week of practice, plays slower in pads, arrives faster than advertised. I don't think I did the workout warrior one. Well, no, nothing rolled on it. So I'm going to be doing these two, or these three down here. It's just, if they hit a 0 here, you just don't do it. This is telling you how many of this list you do if you don't know that. So for this workout warrior is a 2 here. That means the Giants and the Jets are affected, but the Panthers, Bengals, and Texans are not, right? Which sucks because you can see here on this one, if we would have used this role, one of our defensive ends would have got a decent workout, but it's all right. And now I'm not going to go over every single thing that happens, okay? Just because there's a lot of stuff. This took me about 2 hours to put it all together in the franchise file, so I'm not going to go over everything. We'll be sitting here for an hour straight, and I don't want to do that to you guys. I'll just be mentioning a few of them if they're notable, which there are a few notable ones already that I'll mention, but just want to let you know I'm not going to name all 9 players that had a dedicated offseason and all 7 players that had a lazy offseason and things like that, because that's just mundane and it's boring. So that's what it looks like. If you didn't see this in the last video, or maybe if this has sparked your interest now, I did link it down below. Go ahead and check it out. I'll also throw the notepad text that I had showing what was all changed in the file for this with the player names, the team they're on, that sort of thing, so that you guys can just know. Maybe you just want to know. You don't need to see the player picks, but now you know who had what happen, and you can use this list to sort of make a determination of what kind of impact it had on their ratings. The first one I'm going to mention is my favorite of the whole thing. We ended up rolling a breakout year for Alex Powe. I was so happy when I saw this hit because, I mean, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. He has become an absolute beast now because of it. So when you get the breakout player, your top 5 ratings go up 10% if you are a superstar or X Factor, 20% if it's star, and 30% if you're normal. So you can think about that. You can shoot way up in overall by getting a breakout. It was awesome. There was 2 players that got a breakout. Alex Powe was one of them, and you can see here now this guy can catch anything. It didn't affect his speed and whatnot because that was not the highest, and I felt that was really cheesy, so I didn't touch that. I just touched the receiving portion of it, so it mainly was just his catching and receiving. Kamren Curl was the other one, and he actually made out like a bandit because he only had star dev, which means he went up 20%. So this man went from like an 83 overall to a 95. Some things were just insane. Tackling is maxed out. Play rec is almost maxed. His awareness is almost maxed out. I mean, his zone coverage shot up. It's just crazy how much he really improved. And now he is literally one of the best safeties in the league off of this breakout year. The other one I'm going to mention is Roderick Hammond. Not because he had one of them, but because he landed on two of them. So he landed on the first one. So he had an impressive week of practice, which brought his awareness up 5. He also hit on arrives faster than advertised. So his speed and excel both went up 4 overall, and he went from normal to star dev. So now the Jets basically just got an absolute stud in a rookie receiver. I didn't even think it was possible to hit twice. I thought maybe there was something in there in the coding that would make sure that it didn't happen, but it did. And now Roderick Hammond is an absolute stud. That'll be another interesting player to follow. I also ended up rolling a bad one for Elgton Jenkins. How fitting. It wasn't that bad of one. It's the one way at the bottom. It said got paid, lost a bit of fire. So essentially what you do is you lower non-physical attributes down to, I just did like his awareness and his pass and run block. I didn't touch like power of anything, but everything else came down 2 overall. He still maintained pretty much his overall at an 87. He didn't go down much. You can see his agile is now down to an 85. You also have to take away high motor if they have it. So I had to take that away too. But yeah, so basically when you have the got paid, lost a bit of fire, it's essentially the highest paid player from the last 2 years. And I thought it was going to be Devin White, and I was a little concerned there. But once I looked, he's actually gotten the biggest contract out of everybody the last 2 years. So, and then there are some other stories that I have, but I'm not going to release right now. You know, I'll use that for content later on when we make the changes. Some of them involve trades and holdouts, and some of them even there is going to be a surprise retirement this year. So there's going to be a lot coming for this Texans franchise. So you better hit that sub button so you know when these episodes come out so you can catch some of these stories that are going to be coming. It's going to be fun. It's going to be good. I'm going to make sure this upcoming season is super exciting for you guys. But anyway, let me shut up. Go ahead and hit that like button before we get started, and we're going to go and take on these Eagles. Now it's time for a little Minshew mania. He's going to hand it off to Pearman on the first play. Pearman out to midfield. A little bit of an unnecessary juke there, but he gets 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Play action, rolling out, lets it go. Jordan, nice little tiptoe on the sidelines. And now it's 3rd and 5 after the gain of 1. Minshew looking, gonna run with it. Oh, he gets out of there. How did he get out of there? Minshew mania doing some crazy stuff to convert on 3rd down. I thought for sure he was getting sacked, and somehow he comes out of the other side of that untouched and still standing upright. Minshew looking, throws it short for Dahl, and he makes the catch, gain of 5. Empty set here on 2nd down. Big drop back. Over the middle, it's Jordan. And oh, Jordan coughs it up, and the Eagles have it. Oh, man. So far, no defense has given up anything. Oh, there's a big play. Finally, somebody gets open downfield for the Philly. And he'll get all the way down to the 35. It's Bond. Here we go. Going short. And another catch for the tight end. 6:40 to go in this first half. Philly looking for points. Oh, he's going for the touchdown here, and it's incomplete. Nice job, and it's Jermichael Landry on the coverage downfield, forcing the incompletion. Landry is wearing number 7. Let me know what you think about it. Arden over the middle, and it's caught by the tight end once again, and he is brought down. 3rd and 2. Look for the blitz. They pick it up, and they'll throw it short for the 1st. Philly looking to finally put some points on the board. looking for the screen. He gets rid of it in time. Oh, tackle is broken down to the 1 and finally pushed out of bounds. Who was that? Who's 25? Oh, that's Elijah Mitchell. Duh. And Mitchell looking to finish it off up the middle, but he can't. 3rd and 1. Quick drop back. Harden under pressure. Got to throw it, and he'll throw it away. Weird choice. And they're going to go for it. Why not? It's preseason. Let's see if it pays off. Handoff. Mitchell up the middle and in for the touchdown, and it does pay off as Philly is able to finally get on the board. 6-0. Here we go. 1st and 10. Minshew back out. I formation. Hand it off to Pearman, and Pearman running up the middle and nothing there. They'll give him 3 or 2 depending on who you ask, because the field marker says it was 2 yards, but the line of gain says it was 3 yards. Minshew over the middle to Pearman, and he makes the catch out to the 40. Minshew going to go back to the air under pressure, gets rid of it quickly. It's caught underneath, and I don't even know who 3 is. Is that the Brian Walker guy? Brian Stewart. Whoops. Forgot my own player's name. Minshew throws it left side. Caught by Collins and out of bounds. 2-minute warning. In Philly territory. Looking to answer back. Minshew. Minshew back to pass. He's going deep down the left side. And he's got someone. And it's caught by Collins for the touchdown. Nico Collins continues to deliver. Oh, he fell down. But, yes, every time we ask this guy to do something for us, he comes through with flying colors. One-on-one downfield, he just beat the safety off the press, or the corner off the press, I'm sorry, and hauls it in. A beautiful pass from Minshew as well. All right, tied up 7-all here, 1:53 to go. Harden looking short for the tight end again. That has been one of his only targets today. Oh, and he's going deep now. Oh, that's caught! What a play! Number 10, whoever, Sanborn. Oh, he fell down too. What is going on with this field? These receivers are just falling for no reason. But Sanborn, one of the drafted players, I don't know if he's a rookie or a second-year guy, goes up and bags it over Keenan, the rookie safety that we have out there. And now Philly is set up to potentially add more points. Plenty of time left. Another strike and another catch. Fleming on the catch. Sets him up at the 23. Short throw inside. It's Sanborn again inside the 10, fighting forward. And Philly is going to call their second timeout. Move down the field with ease this drive. And have a chance to regain the lead that they just lost, which seemed like 2 plays ago. And oh, there it is. There's some pressure. Cunningham getting back there with the rookie Chambers. Oh, they're going to go for one more play. Why not? You have a timeout to burn. Go ahead. Try and take a shot. And it's incomplete, which, hey, yep, gives them one more opportunity. Perfectly executed so far for them. But they got to take a shot at the end zone here. And they're going to go for a screen. Oh, that was ridiculous. Philadelphia coming back out here with a 10-7 lead after that late rally to end the half. And Harden going to whip this thing deep down the field, and it is somehow caught again. That time it's Fleming, the running back, and that's against Landry. You can't be getting beat like that, Landry. Oh my gosh. And if I remember correctly, that running back is like 5'9", 5'10". So that's just adding to the embarrassment right there. Yeesh. Oh, little RPO, and look at the lane for Harden. But 1st and 10 from the 13 now. Harden looking over the middle, caught, and he's brought down just shy at the 4. They're going to throw it this time, and he finds a slot open in the middle. It's Sanborn, and Philly is going to score again, 17-7. And now we hand it off to Pearman, who turns it back left side, breaking free, and down to the 34. Nice running. See, the way that Pearman hits the hole and the speed he's got, it just seems to me like it's going to be a good fit between him and one of the power backs that we have, whether it's Sweet or Pierce. I'm still not sure yet. I want to see Sweet win that job because, you know, he's younger, and right now he's a better overall by 1. Oh, overthrows. But also, if we can't see anything out of Sweet and Pierce ends up, you know, showing out, then it's going to have to be Pierce who keeps the job. Blitz coming, we pick it up nicely. Time running out, Minshew looking deep, and it's out of bounds. All right, here we go, 1st and 10. Minshew's got a long way to go, 92 yards. He's going to start things off with a pass over the middle, and it is Stewart making the catch for 4 yards. Uh-oh, blitz coming. Oh, man, they left him wide open. They left him wide open. And that would be Finley. I don't even know what his first name is. I think I just signed him out of free agency before the game. All right, we got the big set out there. 3 tight ends. Big drop back for Minshew. Looking left. He's got a man. It's Jordan. And Jordan down to the 45. Big play from the tight end. 3rd and 8. We pick up the blitz. Minshew downfield. He's got a man again. I believe it's Stewart. Down to the 22. Big play. Getting down to the final stretch here. 2:45 and ticking left. Minshew back to pass. Throws it short. Pearman makes the catch, and he's inside the 5. Hasn't had much luck on the ground, but he's definitely to be able to assist us. 4 for 47 through the air. Minshew under pressure, and he goes down. Here it is, though. Can we get in this end zone? Handoff to Pearman. He cuts it upside, and he's back down to the 4 where he was on the last play before the sack. Uh-oh. Throws it outside. Incomplete. We got to go for it here. 4th down, 143. Empty set. Collins and Jordan split left. Minshew back. Fires to the end zone, and it is incomplete. And Philly is going to take over at the 4-yard line. And we end up losing it in the end, 17-10. A very tightly contested ball game. All right, so we didn't end up winning that game, and I didn't show much of the game. I just sort of showed a few highlights. I feel like the preseason is something that is not very fun to watch, obviously. It's more so for me for testing and to get the depth chart right and whatnot. So I figured we'll just show a couple of highlights, some big plays from the games, and we'll just get through the preseason pretty quickly. We'll do it all in one video, and that way you guys don't have to worry about watching it so long. We don't need more than one episode to get to the regular season. I just want to make sure we do at least show the preseason in case there is anything crazy to see, and you guys can see the next slate of stories that are going to be coming to the franchise this upcoming season. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get to the Rams week. I figured I should probably give you guys a quick view of the roster since obviously the season has started. Quarterbacks are still just Gilbert and Minshew. I'm thinking of trying to find another guy to bring in, maybe somebody younger to stash away on the practice squad to build up a little bit. So that way once Minshew's contract is up, we can get our backup quarterback solidified and we don't have to try to search around for one. Running backs are still the same. Jamarian Sweet leads the way at an 82, which is why I mentioned I'd really like him to be the guy. But I still am holding out hope for Pierce. Now, Pierce's contract is up this year. Sweet has 1 more year left, but Pierce has to be re-signed this year if he's coming back. So this is a big year. If we can't see something out of Pierce, chances are he's either going to be traded by the deadline or he's just going to be let go into free agency. I'm leaning more towards free agency because there's not a huge market for running backs right now. But I definitely want to start shifting gears to Calvin Pearman and get him involved. We got DeAndre Hopkins here. That is the fullback that I drafted. I still can't believe we got a hidden dev fullback. And the dude is built like a running back. And then at the wide receiver core, pretty much everybody above Dahl is the same, right? We got rid of Mechie, but everybody else here is the same. Dahl, Collins, Walker, Slayton, and Poe. Down here is Brian Stewart, the guy that we drafted. Levon Finley is a guy that was on the practice squad. And then I actually signed Brian Davis, who was in free agency as an undrafted free agent. He ends up being a 70 overall, 68 without the extra boosts. Of course, Adam Tanley, he's going to be wearing number 74 for us. Right now, he's at right guard. I'll probably swing him over to the left guard. and that's where he will stay. Well, actually, I might swing Kinley over there and leave Tanley here, so that way he's just in the same spot that he's probably going to start for us in the future. And then I did move Gary Samuel, our first-round pick, to the right tackle position. I did sign Patrick Jones out of free agency, just because I'm not sure yet on what we're going to do with Chambers, if he's going to be a guy that can make the roster or not. So both of these guys are here. I'm leaning towards Chambers just because of obviously the age, but if Jones ends up playing better in preseason, I'll probably keep Jones. D tackles, the 4 guys that we expected: Redmond, Omenihu, Broussard, and Blacklock. Nothing new at the linebacker position. And then at the corner position, we definitely retooled this entire room, because if you remember at the beginning of the offseason, we had Stingley, Williams, and Joseph. That was it. So we brought in Nate Hobbs, of course. We drafted Jermichael Landry, and then I signed David Moore and Mike Tyson out of free agency as undrafted guys. So we'll see what happens with those. Nick Keenan was another guy that ended up getting drafted. I completely spaced on. He's just a free safety I took a flyer on. He ended up being a 68 overall. Definitely changing up his gear a little bit. His zone coverage is absolutely atrocious. He's actually a better cover corner than he is a zone safety. So I don't know if he'll actually make the roster or not. He'll, of course, be a practice squad guy. All right, so I actually went to free agency and I found John Dalton sitting out there. He's a 65 overall. He's only 23 and he's a one-year pro. So I figured we'll keep him on the team and stash him on the practice squad. And maybe even next year he'll be ready to take over for Gardner Minshew as the QB2. Yeah, I mean, I don't have too much high hopes for him, but we'll see. We'll get a little look at him in preseason the next week and just see what we got. All right, here we go. Second preseason game. We're going to open things up on offense. Gilbert back to throw it. Quick throw outside, and he's got Walker right away with the I formation here. Hand off to Sweet off the right side. What am I thinking? And he'll get 2 yards. There we go. Gilbert, quick drop back on second. Steps up, fires to an open Poe, who breaks off of 1, and he's down inside the 35. 2nd and 7. Gilbert. Another shot over the middle to Walker, and Walker down to the 23. Gilbert opening up just like he did last game with some really nice completions to start out. Sweet is in motion. And Gilbert throws to Sweet right away, working against a linebacker, takes advantage of it. And now on 3rd and 14, we push ourselves back to the 24. Empty set. Gilbert needs a big play. Looking for it, and it is, oh my God, he caught it one-handed, but it's out of bounds. That would have been incredible if he caught it. And we'll have to settle for 3 from Mr. Riley Patterson, the new kicker. And it is good. Here we go. Can we get some pressure? We do, and he still completes it. Greedy Williams sort of getting thrown around out there. Play action. Garoppolo going deep, and it is caught again. Greedy Williams getting destroyed out there. And it's Heron, which is one of the second-year receivers, one of their better ones. Second time this drive. Just goes up and gets it in one-on-one against Greedy Williams. You got to expect him to run it with Dillon here. He's been able to get positive yards on almost every play. That's what they do. And we end up getting the stop. And a quick throw outside to Slayton. It's caught and a first down. Oh, a big play to Walsh, who turns it upfield. You see him put his head back? That was 5th gear. Look at him. He makes this catch, and look at his face. He just immediately right out of there. Overall, though, Gilbert has looked pretty good this preseason, I think. In limited time, and obviously vanilla offense and game plans and whatnot. As he whips it over the middle there for Walker, and Walker down inside the 15. What a play. 3 catches, 45. As Gilbert over the middle to Slayton, and he'll get the first. And we're going to go empty set here. Love it. 2nd and goal. Gilbert rolling out. Fires, touchdown. It's Jason Dahl checking himself in and we're going to get on the board here. Finally, 9-6. All right, now we get a chance to see this young quarterback that we just signed, as he's going deep right away. And oh, look at that. A big play to Pierman, 35 yards, Dalton to Pierman. Got as many young receivers in there as possible right now. Dalton, big drop back, lets it go outside. Dahl with a beautiful catch on the sideline. Another, play action. Dalton fires it into Dahl, and Dahl down to the 5. He has been such a playmaker this preseason. Anderson in the backfield. He takes the handoff, cuts it back left side, and he is dropped at the 1. Do we go for it here? We will not. We'll take the points. Quick drop back. Under pressure, Vance trying to escape the pocket, and he's going to throw it, and it's right into the arms of Josh Barton. And Barton, can he get there? No, he gets tracked down, but out of bounds. First pick of the day. 4th and final quarter. Dalton, quick throw, and it's picked off right again. Wow. I did not see that coming. Rams with a chance to take the lead. Defense has done its job the last few drives, as Vance throws it over the middle. Drop back. Oh, blitz comes in nicely, but he's able to get rid of it quickly, and it's right back into the arms of 87, who's streaking down the sidelines. Finally shoved out at the 9, and it is roll once again with the big play. Just a simple out route, but he's working against Keenan, who we just talked about is a definite liability in coverage. And he just gets burned. Just a good play by a good young receiver. They've had issues. Can they finish here? They can finally with a touchdown. And that is going to give them the lead here late in the 4th. And now they're going to go for 2. Smart play. If you get it, you're up by a full 7. If you go for an extra point, you can still lose by a touchdown, and they'll get it. Excellent play call there. Here we go. Dalton back to pass. Fires over the middle. Wide open is Jason Dahl. Blitz is picked up. Dalton over the middle. A same play, same route, same receiver. Jason Dahl getting it done over the middle for 2 back-to-back huge chunk plays. Now a 3rd down. Dalton. We need something here. Dalton, throw the ball, and he throws it away. Last chance for a stand here to potentially win this one, but we would need a miracle. Vance to the end zone, and oh my God, we get that miracle! It's Landry! Are you kidding me right now? Going quick, hurry up here. Dalton going deep down the left side, and just over the hands of Dahl. He couldn't complete it. That would have been a game changer right there. 3rd and 4. Dalton taking another shot. This time he's got someone. It's Stewart. 2nd and 3. Quick play action. Dalton fires a rocket in to Finley again. 31 seconds. 1 timeout, down by 7. Dalton all alone in the spread formation. Here it is. Dalton under pressure, and he takes a sack at the absolute worst time. Oh my God, how anticlimactic was that? Drove us all the way down the field and takes a huge sack, and another one. Oh, he broke free. Oh, but he dropped it! He's feeling rattled right now. 4th and 22. And here it is, just another miracle we need. See if I can talk it into existence for 2 plays in this game. He goes to the end zone, and it's incomplete. No miracle for us today. We had a valiant effort, but we are going to fall to 0-2. I would say, though, this game showed me a lot for some of these young guys, specifically Jason Dahl, JaMychal Landry, even Dalton, the quarterback. Saw some really good things, some really positive things to take into the regular season. All right, so we are in the final week, and honestly, guys, I think we've seen enough for the preseason. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead, and we are going to sim to the next week so we can get these cuts in, and then we'll call it a day for this video. this should be pretty easy for us to cut this roster down. We're not going to take the cap hit that Minshew has. We're going to keep John Dalton. He showed some promise, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to stash him on the practice squad. And we only have 7 players left that we need to move on from. We're going to do the first one is Gerald Anderson. We're going to put him on the practice squad. As for the receivers, I definitely want to keep Brian Davis. I think that's a guy who has a chance here for the future. So we can keep one of these players, and I think it's best to keep Brian Stewart. He brings that speed that we really like to have. So we're going to go ahead and put Finley on the practice squad as well. That's already got us down to 4 players. So like I said, this is going to be a pretty easy cut down. Curtis Barrett, move him to the practice squad. That brings us down to just needing to get rid of 3 players. The last game, I tried Patrick Jones out, and he ended up getting like 2 penalties for roughing the passer, and it just didn't work. I'd rather keep Chambers, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to release Patrick Jones. Going to free safety, though. I do know that I want to keep Keenan, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to move him to the practice squad as well. And that brings us down to just 1 player. All we really need to do is get rid of one of these guys. So we are going to keep Moore on the roster. I like his size, 6'2", 186. So we'll put Tyson on the practice squad, and that brings us to our final 53. But as for this video, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification so you know anytime that I upload some Texans content or any other content. And I'll see you guys next time.